Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel here. Now in today's video, guys, I'm going to be bringing you a really good run play that you can use in Madden 20 to win more games, expose run defenses and expose defenses with this play. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over I form close, the runs out of this formation, which are going to be power O, halfback lead dive, and halfback stretch. I'm going to be going over some major run defenses, including 3-4 odd edge blitz 1, 3-4 bear cover 2 invert, and then nickel 3-3-5 wide, the cover 2 man, as well as the 3 Samuel blitz. So quickly before we get into this video, guys, I just want to say thank you all for the support. I appreciate y'all every single day. Also, this playbook is in... or this formation, excuse me, is only in 3 playbooks in the game. It's in the Vikings, Raiders, which I'm currently using now, and the Saints playbooks, and I'm using, the Raiders. So, also, guys, in the bottom left corner is going to be my Twitter. It's going to be Mr. Yo-Yo YTT. If you want to go follow that, I'll keep you updated with my most recent videos and whatnot. That will be in the description below. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's head into it. So we're going to go over halfback stretch here. We're going to be running the first play, which is going to be this edge blitz 1. Now, I did go over this in a few months ago in a video. Went over how to set up this defense. Pinch the D-line, spread the linebackers, blitz all linebackers. Then you're going to use this safety. We're going to bring him down in the box. For the sake of this video, we are going to be using the defensive tackle. Now, how it's going to set up here is this is the run play, and this is the run defense. Now, how you're going to set this up here, the first thing you're going to do is very, very self-explanatory. What side has more personnel? Ask yourself that. So, as you can see on the right side has a bit more personnel. So what we're going to do, we are going to run this to the left side. All you're going to do, push your left analog stick to the left. As you can see, the run flipped. It was rendered to the right. Now it's going to the left. Next thing you're going to do, if your opponent has any superstar XFactors on his defensive line, you're going to double team them. So how you can check that is very, very simple. You hold the right trigger, and then you can basically look at their X factors. As you can see, the only X factor on the field is going to be Chandler Jones, who has the fearmonger ability, but he is to that right side, so we don't have to worry about him. But also, your opponent doesn't, as you can see, the opponent doesn't have any X factors on his defensive line as well, so we don't have to worry about that. Now, also, what you're going to do, these are just optional. If you want, you can slide your protection to the left, which is L1, and then left on the right stick. Very, very simple. And then also, another thing you can do is you can ID the mic, the linebacker to the side you're running to. So in this case here, it's going to be this linebacker highlighted, and we are going to click X. Now, how you're going to get to ID the mic is going to be L1, X, and then you're going to go over here. Very, very simple. So the run's going to look like this. Once again, just slide protection to the left. We're going to run this play. And as you can see, Joe Walker just not able to catch up to David Montgomery. And we're going to get a very, very easy touchdown on that play. Now, granted, if we had a better running back or the opponent had a better linebacker, it's a different story. But that's going to be edge blitz 1 here. Now, basically, in this situation here, I'm just going to go with this setup. So just very, very simple. We're just going to run this very, very simple setup. Now, what you're going to want to do, if you see this setup here, if you see somebody running edge blitz 1, even like spreading the linebackers, blitzing on the linebackers or whatever, you do not want to run inside. Like, I'm going to show you what happens. If you want to run power O to the left here, going to run this play. It's just same setup. As you can see, you run power O, and most of the time that linebacker is going to blitz in, and they're going to tackle you, and you're only going to get about 2 to 3 yards. So it's suggested that you run stretch, but really it kind of is up to your preference. If your opponent does pinch the defensive line, spread the linebackers and blitz all linebackers and brings the safety down, then yeah, that's a possibility you can run inside, but it's just not really recommended. If you want the most yards out of your runs, I would suggest going with the halfback stretch. Now we're going to move on here to another famous run defense, which is going to be the 3-4 bear. I do run the cover 2 invert, but there's also another one, I believe, cover 1 QB contain. Now, it's just the same setup in 3-4 bear, pinch the defensive line, spread the linebackers, blitz all linebackers, and then this guy right here, what I'm going to do is double tap triangle. I'm going to click on this X guy who's lined up in the linebacker position, and I'm just going to blitz him, and then the safety is going to be brought down in the box, so he's going to be the user. Now, in this case, you can do one of two things. You can either stretch to the left, you can run stretch to the left, or you can run up the middle. Personally, I like to run up the middle considering that, the guy has all that space. What we're going to do, ID the mic, we're going to be running to the left. And as you can see, just got to follow the blocks and boom. Just an easy play right there. That's a touchdown. Very, very simple. I'm also going to show you if you run stretch, it works the same way right here. So once again, 3-4 bear, cover 2 invert. We're going to pinch our defensive line, spread our linebackers, blitz our linebackers, blitz this guy in the linebacker position. We're going to bring the safety down. And then for the sake of this video here, we are going to be using the defensive tackle, but most likely your opponent will be on a linebacker or that safety that he just brought down. So we're just going to run stretch here. We're going to run it to the right, slide protecting to the left, or run it to the left, excuse me, slide protecting to the left, and then do the ID the mic. And as you can see on that play, we're just able to get some very, very easy yards there, about like 5-6 yards. Now, granted, don't really have the best running back in David Montgomery, but it still works. So you got 5-6 yards on that play. Very, very easy. And that's going to do it here for 3-4 bear. Now we're going to move on to some other run defenses, or the last run defenses we're going to be going over is going to be the nickel 3-3-5 wide. And I'm going to be running both the 3 Sam Will blitz, and we're just going to run 3 Sam Will blitz. We're going to run this here. And we're going to be coming out in I-form close. We're going to be coming out in a stretch. Now, what, the setup usually is, they're going to press, and they're going to spy both safeties. And then for the sake of this video, we're going to blitz the linebacker because that would usually be the user. Now, in this case, it's kind of tough because you take a look. It's pretty even on both sides here. It's very, very even. And the biggest thing that you have to watch out for is on that left side, there are more guys down to the line of scrimmage. On the right side, it's almost even, but that safety is up right there. So what we're going to do, we're going to double team if there's an XFactor on the defensive line, which there is. On the side you're running to, there's Chandler Jones, so we're just going to double team him. Then we're also going to ID the mic this guy right here. So if your opponent comes out in this, you're going to ID the mic him, side protecting to the right. Going to run this play. As you can see, we get a broken tackle that most likely would have been like a 2-yard gain, something like that. I'm going to show you as well if you run up the middle. So once again, we're just going to press, spy both safeties. Just a very, very simple concept to run here. We're just going to run halfback lead dive. And as you can see, kind of gets through here. I'd say 3 Sam Will blitz probably shuts this down the best. But there are ways to beat it. I just haven't really found it out yet. So, but yeah, I mean, this is a very, very simple play that you can use, to your advantage. Now, if your opponent comes out in this, what you can also do is, you can run it to the left, and then you could also drag this, this player right here, Taylor Gabriel. You can just drag him right here. As you can see, the corner ends up getting picked up, and you can either bust it inside or you can keep it going outside. It's either one of your ways. I'm going to see if I can try and do this here. So we're just going to press. We're going to spy both safeties, and then we're going to slap it to the left. ID the mic this guy, I'd say. We're going to motion this outside receiver in, run this play, and then as you can see, just you're able to easily gash it. That's an easy 11 yards right there. Really, the biggest thing is just following your blocks. That's the biggest thing you can do. And yeah, guys, so that's just about to do it. That's going to just about do it here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like, smash 5 likes. Thank you so much for watching. Most importantly, stay classy.